Your mama wants to speak with you. Take these fool things off. Why have you been fighting with the other boys again, baby? They killed a little frog that ain't done nothing. Smushed it with a stick. You're so like your daddy. You even look like him. And he was an angel. Composed out of pure light. You got a present there for Peter, don't you? I've got you covered, Pete. You open it up when I'm gone, okay? Your grandpa is gonna take such good care of you. At least until your daddy comes back to get you. Take my hand. You've got to stay here, please. Drop it. No problem at all. How do you know about this? I don't even know what that is. I'm just a junker, man. I was just checking stuff out. You don't look like a junker. You're wearing Ravager garb. This is just an outfit, man. Ninja Turtle, you better stop poking me. What is your name? My name is Peter Quill, okay? Dude, chill out. Ronan may have questions for you. Hey, you know what? There's another name you might know me by. Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Ah, forget this. Look, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I forgot you're here. Peter, you have call. I'm here on Morag. Ain't no orb, ain't no you. Well, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd save you the hassle. Well, where are you at now, boy? I feel really bad about this, but I'm not gonna tell you that. I slaved putting this deal together. Slaved? Making a few calls is slaved? I mean, really? And now you're gonna rip me off. We do not do that to each other. We're Ravagers. We got a code. Yeah, and that code is steal from everybody. When I picked you up on Terra. Picked me up. These boys of mine wanted to eat you. They ain't never tasted any Terran before. I stopped them. You're alive because of me. I will find you, I will. Put a bounty on him. 40K, but I want him back alive. That's what I said. I told you when you picked that kid up, you should have delivered him like we was hired to do. He was cargo. You have always been soft on him. You're the only one I'm being soft on. Now, don't you worry about Mr. Quill. As soon as we get him back here, I'm gonna kill him myself. What we do need to worry about, is who else out there wants that orb. They call me, terrorist, radical, zealot. Because I obey the ancient laws of my people, the Kree, and punish those who do not. Because I do not forgive your people for taking the life of my father, and his father before him. 1,000 years of war between us will not be forgotten. You can't do this. Our government signed a peace treaty. My government knows no shame. You Xandarians and your culture are a disease. You will never rule Xandar. I will cure it. Ronan, Karath has returned. Master, he is a thief, an outlaw who calls himself Star-Lord. But we have discovered he has an agreement to retrieve the orb for an intermediary known as the Broker. I promised Thanos I would retrieve the orb for him. Only then will he destroy Xandar for me. Nebula, go to Xandar and get me the orb. It will be my honor. It will be your doom. If this happens again, you'll be facing our father without his prize. I'm a daughter of Thanos. Just like you. But I know Xandar. Ronan has already decreed that I do not speak for me. You will not fail. Have I ever? What a bunch of losers. All of them in a big hurry to get from something stupid, to nothing at all. Pathetic. Look at this guy. Can you believe they call us criminals, when he's assaulting us with that haircut? What is this thing? Look how it thinks it's so cool. It's not cool to get help. Walk by yourself, you little gargoyle. Look at Mr. Smiles over here. Where's your wife, old man? What a Class A prevert. Don't drink fountain water, you idiot. That's disgusting. Yes, you did. I just saw you doing it. Why are you lying? Looks like we got one. Okay, Hughie, how bad does someone want to find you? 40,000 units? Groot, we're gonna be rich. As commissioned. Where's Yondu? Wanted to be here. Sends his love. And told me to tell you, that you got the best eyebrows in the business. It's my policy never to discuss my clients, or their needs. Yeah, well, I almost died getting it for you. An occupational hazard, I'm sure, in your line of work. Some machine-headed freak, working for a dude named Ronan. I truly am. But I want no part of this transaction. If Ronan is involved. Who's Ronan? A Kree fanatic, outraged by the peace treaty, who will not rest until Xandarian culture, my culture, is wiped from existence. He's someone whose bad side I'd rather not be on. What? What about my bad side? Farewell, Mr. Quill. Hey, we had a deal, bro. Ah, this guy just backed out of a deal on me. If there's one thing I hate, it's a man without integrity. Peter Quill. People call me Star-Lord. You have the bearing of a man of honor. Well, you know, I wouldn't say that. People say it about me, all the time, but it's not something I would ever say about myself. This wasn't the plan. Put him in the bag. Learn genders, man. Biting? That's not fair. Fool. You should have learned. Quit smiling, you idiot. You're supposed to be a professional. I live for the simple things. Like how much this is gonna hurt. Yeah, writhe, little man. It'll grow back, you DST idiot. Quit whining. Subject 89P13, drop your weapon. By the authority of the Nova Corps. You are under arrest. All right. Come on up. For endangerment to life and the destruction of property. Hey. If it isn't Star Prince. I picked this guy up a while back for petty theft. He's got a code name. Yeah. Stay out of the way. It's an outlaw name. It's cool to have a code name. It's not that weird. Fascists. Ronan is destroying Xandarian outposts throughout the galaxy. I should think that would call for some slight response on the part of the Kree. We signed your peace treaty, Nova Prime. What more do you want? At least a statement from the Kree Empire saying that they condemn his actions. He is slaughtering children. Families. That is your business. Now, I have other matters to attend to. Prick. Well, some good news. It looks like we've apprehended one of Ronan's compatriots. Surgically modified and trained as a living weapon. The adopted daughter of the Mad Titan, Thanos. Recently, Thanos lent her and her sister Nebula out to Ronan. Which leads us to believe that Thanos and Ronan are working together. Subject 89P13. Calls itself Rocket. The result of illegal genetic and cybernetic experiments on a lower life form. They call it Groot. A humanoid plant that's been traveling recently as 89P13's personal houseplant muscle. Peter Jason Quill, from Terra. Raised from youth by a band of mercenaries called the Ravagers, led by Yondu Yadanta. I didn't know how this machine worked. What a bunch of a-holes. I guess most of Nova Corps wanna uphold the laws. But these ones here, they're corrupt and cruel. But, hey, that's not my problem. I ain't gonna be here long. I've escaped 22 prisons. This one's no different. You're lucky the broad showed up, because otherwise, me and Groot would be collecting that bounty right now. And you'd be getting drawn and quartered by Yondu and those Ravagers. I've had a lot of folks try to kill me over the years. I ain't about to be brought down by a tree and a talking raccoon. It's what you are, stupid. Ain't no thing like me, except me. So, this orb has a real shiny blue suitcase. Ark of the Covenant, Maltese Falcon sort of vibe. So what? What's the orb? I have no words for an honorless thief. Pretty high and mighty coming from the lackey of a genocidal maniac. Yeah, I know who you are. Anyone who's anyone knows who you are. Yeah, we know who you are. I wasn't retrieving the orb for Ronan. I was betraying him. I had an agreement to sell it to a third party. Well, that's just as fascinating as the first 89 times you told me that. What is wrong with giving Tree, here? Well, he don't know talking good like me and you. So his vocabularistics is limited to, I, and, am, and, Groot. Exclusively in that order. I tell you what, that's gonna wear real thin, real fast. Put that away. Listen to me, you big blue bastard. That's mine. Those belong to Impound. That tape and that player is mine. Hooked on a Feeling, Blue Swede, 1973. That song belongs to me. Coming for you first, Gamora. You're dead. It's like I said, she's got a rep. A lot of prisoners here have lost their families to Ronan and his goons. She'll last a day, tops. The guards will protect her, right? They're here to stop us from getting out. They don't care what we do to each other inside. Whatever nightmares the future holds, are dreams compared to what's behind me. Check out the new meat. I'm gonna slather you up in Gunavian jelly, and go to town. Let's make something clear. This one here is our booty. You wanna get to him, you go through us. Or, more accurately, we go through you. I'm with them. No cell's gonna protect you for long. Take her down to the showers. It'll be easier to clean up the blood down there. Quill, where you going? Gamora, consider this a death sentence for your crimes against the galaxy. You dare? The Destroyer. And you know why they call me this. You slayed dozens of Ronan's minions. Ronan murdered my wife, Ovette, and my daughter, Camaria. He slaughtered them where they stood. And he laughed. Her life is not yours to take. He killed my family. I shall kill one of his in return. I'm no family to Ronan or Thanos. I'm your only hope at stopping him. Woman, your words mean nothing to me. You know, if killing Ronan is truly your sole purpose, I don't think this is the best way to go about it. Are you not the man this wench attempted to kill? Well, I mean, she's hardly the first woman to try and do that to me. Look, this is from a smoking hot Rajak girl. Stabbed me with a fork. Didn't like me skipping out on her at sunrise. I got, right here, a Kree girl tried to rip out my thorax. She caught me with this skinny little Oscavarian who worked in Nova Records. I was trying to get information. You ever see an Oscavarian? They have tentacles, and needles for teeth. If you think I'm seriously interested in that, then you don't care. But here's the point. She betrayed Ronan. He's coming back for her. And when he does, that's when you. Why would I put my finger on his throat? This is a symbol for you slicing his throat. I would not slice his throat. I would cut his head clean off. It's a general expression for you killing somebody.